This is Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson is trying to start a family. In a way, we're both kind of in the same boat. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson want to have a big family. A really big family. However, most places on the server aren't safe to raise a family. Most bases, like Green Team's Industrial District, keep villagers locked up in confined spaces where they only exist to trade their emeralds for mass quantities of resources for the players to exploit. Surely, there must be somewhere on the server that's safe for the Johnson family. Well, first of all, don't call me Shirley. Secondly, there is such a place. Imagine a land where villagers are free to roam around as they please, take any job they want, and converse with their friends at their leisure. Introducing Psiracy's base, the villager utopia on the Project Hydra SMP. The perfect place for the Johnson family to call home. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson made themselves a home beneath the great library of Psiracandria. And beneath this home, they built a farm. And on that farm, they raised some children. And those children will grow up to look exactly like their ma and pa and get pushed up a giant bubble column so they can integrate themselves into the village. I got some work to do. This is going to be Gabby Johnson. Now, Gabby, I need you to go over here onto this trap door. Please, Gabby. Trap door. Trapdoor? Please? Trapdoor? Yes? Trapdoor? Yes. Okay, now I push you in. There, that's one. And so, the Johnson family incorporated themselves into Psiracy's village on the Project Hydra server. I wonder what will happen when Psiracy finds out.
Wow.
Hey, Cy. Hey, John. How's it going, guys?
Alright. Well, it was just going really great until I figured out that pretty much like 68% of my villagers are wearing a face.
It is super crowded in here.
It's not crowded. It's full of love.
It is full of love. And the Johnson family loves being here. Hold on one second.
Johnson family.
Indeed, the Johnson family loves being here. They just moved in recently. In fact, there's so many of them that they're even blocking the camera. I wonder if Psiracy knew that it was me who put them in. So what do you think of the Johnson family, Cy?
Fando, there are so many villages here that, like, most of them are still called, like, something something Kevin, that I just genuinely did not realize that they all had the same Johnson last name. I thought they were all still part of the Kevin issue.
It was at this moment when I realized that I wasn't the first person to prank Psiracy with extra villagers added to his village.
But you added even more? Oh my god! There are so many villagers here. It's fine. It's fine. More villagers means more friends.
That it does, Sai. And you have the only free range. You have the only free range village on the server. It only makes sense that the Johnson family moves in here.
I was wondering why my frame rate was dropping significantly every single time I loaded in my village. Now I know.
There's about 200 extra villagers here now.
There's over 200 extra villagers, you say?
Maybe.
That's great. No, I love. That's great. Did you put the head on top of them as well?
Yeah. It took me like 5 days.
Yeah, I get that, and I get that would take a long time. I was just having like a very slight issue with it. How do you get them off again?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I figured that one out together with John a couple seconds ago.
There is a way to
hello.
remove the heads from the villagers. I just didn't have the heart to tell him the only way I knew how to. Oh, hello.
Wait, where's the camera? It appears Fando seems to not want to tell me the way to remove all. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. It appears that Fando does not want to tell me why, or how, rather, I could remove the heads of the villagers. I'm not sure why he would not want to tell me, but I'll get to the bottom of this. He's giving you a rose, Fando.
He's giving me a rose.
Look.
Can I?
Oh.
Can I take it? It won't let me take it.
He just looked at you. He was
I saw it.
That's the cutest thing I've seen, dude. And this is why I have a free-range village.
They are indeed cute. And to tell him the way to remove the heads from the villagers would undo the cuteness. So I decided not to tell him.
I just came up here. I have nothing to say.
So, John, what brings you by?
Well, Fando, you know, I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd swing by and see my two best detective friends. Because I've got a mystery to be solved!
John said he had a mystery to be solved. I wonder what kind of mystery would involve Detective Private Eye Fando and Grade A Detective Psiracy. I was about to find out.
Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, pause. You said my name wrong. It's Grade A Detective Psiracy. You gotta roll your R's.
I was egregiously corrected. It was Grade A Psiracy.
There you go.
Whoosh, whoosh. Psiracy stepped out of frame. I had to nudge him back into the camera so we could see him. So what is this mystery you have for us, John?
Well, you see, one day, I was minding my own business at my humble wool farm. And, well, you know, I simply bent down to tie my boots. And I looked up, and my sheep were gone!
The mystery of the missing sheep was about to begin. But as the sun sets on the library, so too will the sun set on this mystery. For we have the two greatest detectives on this case. Private Eye Fando and Grade A Detective Psiracy. Did I do it right, Sai?
You sure did. Actually,
Excellent.
Fando sure did do that right. There you go.
All right, John, lead us to the scene of the crime.
Right this way.
Right as a iron golem covers up the camera. Transition slide.
I'm still unsure of what the actual plan is here. Like, what's,
So I might just go with it.
It's improv. We'll just go.
We're all improv
Okay.
here, John.
John brought us to his wool farm. Indeed, the sheep were missing. I asked John where the sheep went to try to figure out what happened. So, John, how'd you kill your sheep?
oh...
Nah, we got him. Case closed. Let's go.
Case closed. Time to turn the music off. We got him.
Here's how it happened. I was sitting up in my house, minding my own business, and I thought I would come down and check on my sheep and make sure they were okay. And to my surprise, the very opposite of that was the case. They were gone. They were just gone. I can't explain it. And not only that, but my mine carts beneath this contraption were also gone.
missing sheep, missing minecarts. It all added up to one thing. I wish I knew what that thing was.
There's a very distinct lack of sheepage going on around here. However, something isn't adding up. Previously, John stated he was tying his shoelaces, and now he's inside his house. There's some inconsistencies, but I'm sure I'll get to the bottom of this. So hey, John, what happened to you tying your shoelaces, huh? Thought you were tying your shoelaces earlier.
Well, yeah, I wear shoes in my house.
Alright, Fando, he's a psychopath. Lock him up.
I was about to say... What kind of psychopath wears shoes inside the house? We had to press our questions further. What a shocking revelation that was, John. Not wearing shoes outside, but inside the house?
Yes, well,
Tell me, John.
I love the...
How does the sand feel beneath your toes? And
How
between
often
your toes?
do you clean your floors?
How often do I clean? I mean, I don't need to clean them because I'll be wearing shoes.
It appears that it's... No one saw that. It's quite clear what's happening over here. John's wearing shoes indoors because he has walked all the sand into his house, meaning his house is the exact same as the floor outside. Now that this mystery is solved, it's time to take a look at where the sheep went. I know it can be hard to be a camera, just get moved in place, and people talk to you, yet they never expect a response from you. So I want you to know that I care about you, camera. Alright, so could you like open this up and show us what's underneath here? Is that like an option?
Got it. Oh boy. Is this how you do it? Yeah, there we go. It's a bit complicated.
Yeah, let me take a gander over here. Can I mine this, or is that like not allowed?
Oh boy. Yeah, you can.
We examined the sheep farm for several minutes. Psiracy took a look at the internal components while I took a look at the external components, and I noticed one major design flaw in John's system for harvesting wool. John, I see you don't have any lightning rods next to your sheep dispensary farm thingamajig. And I also noticed that the tubes that the sheep were kept in are completely exposed to the air. One lightning strike and you'd lose all your sheep and possibly any minecarts beneath them. Have you considered investing in a lightning rod?
This whole thing was just a pitch to sell me a lightning rod, huh? I should have known.
Were I a better salesman, I would have had a lightning rod to sell him. Alas, I did not. Perhaps Psiracy deals in the lightnings and rods of that sort.
I mean, John, if you're looking for a lightning rod, then look no further.
So I say. Rods of lightning and other varieties.
I think a much better question here is, John, what could you have possibly done to inquire the wrath of Zeus upon your sheep? Or what have your sheep done?
Yeah, see, I'm starting to wonder if my sheep weren't as innocent as I thought.
Oh my god.
The screaming goat next to it really adds to the effect. Weren't as innocent as I thought.
If they did get struck by lightning, would that, do they drop stuff? They would, right? If they were killed.
Yeah, you might have had... There's a possibility of cooked mutton showing up in the collection system.
What could have happened is,
that's what I'm saying.
If the lightning right strikes and also breaks the minecarts, then the minecarts gets plopped into the chests, but then obviously the drops off the sheep would not be collected, exactly.
Yeah, it depends on the order that it occurred. Man, you really think that's what it was? That's insane.
And so, another mystery solved. The case of the missing sheep put to rest. Now, only one question remained. Where do babies come from, and why would nobody ever tell me?
Oh, you want to know?
No. Cut. Well, everybody, that was super fun. I do want to thank you all for watching this episode. This is going to be my last episode before my daughter is born, and I want to make sure I can give all the time I can to my family in the next couple months here. So you probably won't hear from me for quite some time. So I will leave a link in the description to everyone on the server that is making content, because I will definitely still be playing during this time. So if you want to see any more of me, check out somebody else in the description on that list. But until I see you again, I wish you all the best in the new year, in the coming months, and whenever I see you, I will see you. So until then, bye for now.